Breaking. Gunmen kidnap Catholic Reverend Father along Enugu Road despite army police checkpoint. To my dear listeners, you might be wondering how a Reverend Father has been kidnapped despite the army and the police checkpoint in the whole southeast, and is still being kidnapped. To my dear listeners, before I go into details, good evening from wherever you're listening from. And now, before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Now the details. A Catholic priest, Reverend Father Gerald Ohairi, has been kidnapped while traveling along the Ugu Nike Okwe Unsuka Expressway in Enugu State. Fr. Ohairi, who serves at Isiemu Unsuka Parish under Unsuka Catholic Diocese, was returning from a function in Enugu on Saturday when he was reportedly kidnapped. As of Tuesday evening, Sarah reporters gathered that Fr. Reverend Father Ohairi remains in captivity and efforts are underway to locate him. While Sarah reporters' efforts to speak with the Enugu State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, were unsuccessful. As he didn't take his calls, the incident has heightened concerns about the growing insecurity along the expressway. Sarah reporters report that the Enugu Abakwal Uguogo Unke Opi Unsuka Road has been a nightmare for motorists and residents of the axis in the recent past, despite so many police and military checkpoints dotted along the road that is less than 10 kilometers. The Enugu state government recently had stepped up a crackdown on criminal elements with the implementation of demolition of property used in keeping hostages in the state. In the last few months, several properties and houses have been demolished, an effort aimed at containing the scourge. However, most of the kidnapped victims are taken to Benue and Kogi State. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news, and now before I go, let's move down to the comment section. Let's see what people have to say. The first comment I have, it says kidnappings normally occurs near checkpoint. Without checkpoints, kidnapping will be reduced by 80%. How true is that? Let me not talk much on that. Another comment here says they are responsible for all the crimes. That is why they must dismantle all the useless checkpoints. And at least, as it is now, I think I will have to say something about it. To these people that are commenting, and initially, to the few and many of us that have the same mindset as to these people that are commenting. If these people were being treated right, actually, I think many of us are what's it called, motorists, and we know ways and manners in which things are being done when we are traveling. You see all these checkpoints. I think it is just been made, to generate income for the state government. Whatever road, is either the federal or distance, because these people, they are not contented with the exact money they are paying them. So these people are finding means. When you put people, it's just as if when you want people to serve you. Exactly, it's just the same thing. There should be something you would give to these people that they will feast on. They will shall eat. But you're not giving them, and they are risking their lives. when you're not taking good care of them to some certain levels, they will find means, and that is the means that these people are finding, and which people actually feel it is another thing of instead. And amidst of it all, when they tried asking money from motorists or whatever, they will get angry because these people are hungry, and they say hungry man is also an angry man. The federal government are supposed to be blamed. So now, let's assume they kidnapped someone and they stopped you asking you for money. When you give them the money, they have no other choice than to give them, and when they give them, they believe you're free. So whatever that has happened, they will allow you to go. To my dear listeners, now we are still at the comment section. Another comment here says those military checkpoints should tell us more about what they are up to. A comment here says they are responsible for all the crimes. That is why they must dismantle all the useless checkpoints. A comment here too says Günmên has taken over the country. Nigerian powers and present government should be questioned over the insecurities and unrest in the country. Exactly. A comment too here says it has always been after checkpoints. That is why the people are thinking aloud. A comment too says it may interest you to know that most of the criminal activities going on in Southeast have been perpetrated by security agencies. A comment here says despite army police checkpoint, meaning either they know about the kidnappings, robbery on that axis, or their presence is useless. Very simple analysis. While a comment here says Enugu axis don't really know what to say about this. It's getting out of hand in that southeast. Peter Umba, you have to do something about these issues of kidnapping. Imagine a reverend father, for that matter, those kidnappings would spell heaven. What's their business with heaven? All these people cares about money, and there's this language in Yoruba like "Wọ́n gbọ́n kankan." These people actually they have turned deaf in here to whatever that would happen. So what is it that when anybody attack them, they fire back? So it is still the same thing. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.